No. Yes! Hey everyone, Dino Green here, and welcome to Topic Chat. And today, we're gonna talk about, should there be more reimagined movies? I'm not talking about I don't know, like someone takes a character and like somewhat redo their story but with more fashion. No. I'm talking about stories that takes a character and do their own things with them. But to be honest, this could do some bad things. For example, Kamen Rider the First. I actually saw this movie and it was good. I loved the action, I loved everything about it. The problem was the story. One thing that I realized is that everything they say in this movie, it's supposed to be science, like something in real life. Apparently it was false, and oh my goodness, I had a brainstorm just like, wait, if it's fake, why did they even add it? But it wasn't all that bad. Like I said earlier, it had good action, good effects, but I also specifically like the suit. Heck, I even have the helmet right here. Printing it out and painting it with my own colors. But here's the thing that I like about movies, that I'm starting to see it's becoming a trend somewhat, but I'm glad it is because I really want more movies like these. For example, these. All of these have and always took a character and reimagined their stories. And it's actually pretty good for each of them. Like Venom, Shin Kamen Rider, Ultraman, and -1. Really good movies that took the character and reimagined him. Even the Batman. But here's the thing though, if they really wanted to do more of these, I want them to do something with them. For example, I saw Shin Kamen Rider, Godzilla -1, and Ultraman Rising, and I love them. And here's the thing about me, I didn't fall in love with the whole tokusatsu franchise yet until later on as a kid, because I was a big fan on Power Rangers and I didn't know where, well, it originally came from. I thought they made it, but in reality it came from Super Sentai and tokusatsu in general. But here's the thing though, when I got into the franchise, there were some things I was confused about. For one, I didn't know who Kamen Rider was, I didn't know who Ultraman was, and I didn't know who Godzilla was. As a kid, I did see some Kamen Rider production, but it was made by these guys still. So the only ones I knew were Mask Rider and Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Yep. And with the other two, like Godzilla, I am sorry to disappoint any Godzilla fans, but the first ever Godzilla film I saw was this. I am so sorry. But at the same time, it's not my fault. I was so little and I needed to watch something. But doesn't mean I didn't find out about Godzilla later on. So, yeah. But for one more thing, Ultraman Rising. I knew Ultraman. I got the dub version. You know the one like, Ultraman, Ultraman, here he comes from the sky. Yeah, you know that one? That is what I saw as a kid, and I loved it. Here's the thing though, after watching the 3 movies, I finally had a taste, a feeling of why people love these 3 famous people in tokusatsu. And it was amazing. They'll take the characters but do something with them that was really heartwarming and very respectful to the thing they are trying to recreate, but somewhat different. For the other examples, like I have Venom and the Batman. Venom, if any of you know, doesn't have Spider-Man, and they still took that idea and had fun with it. While the Batman has a story where like it just has him. It's obvious that like he has been Batman for a long time. They mention it a lot, but not as much to the point we're not familiar with him. The thing though, all of these characters have a journey that I end up loving, and it brings me so much joy to see them overcome it. Here's the thing though, me saying that, it's more of like, why are we talking about this? If it's obvious you want to say yes. Like I said, my previous thing, Kamen Rider the First, it's a bad example, and this type of stuff can mess up. That's why I feel like there should be more movies of directors, actors, or anyone at this point to take characters and make them their own, but do it in a way that somewhat respects the original. When I watched Shin Kamen Rider, Godzilla -1, and Rise of Ultraman, I knew a little bit. I mean, a little bit of knowledge about them. Kamen Rider, the first ever, is a guy that got samurais, was about to get brainwashed, but escaped. Ultraman, a defender of Earth, and a protector for all mankind. Godzilla. Ooh, dude, I thought he was the protector. No, he is the destroyer of worlds. And when I found out about this, I was very interested. Very interested on Godzilla, Kamen Rider, and Ultraman. I saw those movies, I got more into them. More love, more feeling, and I loved it. Every minute of it, and it was great! Best feeling I had ever when I watched Power Rangers. But even then, it still goes on and I love it. 100% recommend the movies I'm talking about. There is some things though you need to know though. First, you need to know about the character. It really depends on what movie you're watching. I said I didn't know that much knowledge about these characters. One example was Ultraman Rising. Or better yet, Ultraman, I don't know why I combined those two. Ultraman and Ultraman Rising. I heard you can watch Ultraman Rising without knowing the character. And that was glad for me. When I saw it, I actually knew about a lot of things apparently. There were so many references I was able to get before I realized there were even references. It's confusing when I say it, but yeah, it was really good. Bad examples, it was like this Godzilla and Kamen Rider the next. They're things that recreate their stories and also give them something new, but it doesn't feel like them. But these movies I mentioned, I loved every single bit of them. Shin Kamen Rider's story, suit design, and effects, Ultraman Rising story, animation, and how they took the story, Godzilla -1 bringing back the fear that the original Godzilla had when he first introduced. I'm not saying that these movies are bad, like the Batman or Venom. They're really good in their own time. They're good in their own thing. For me, I'm a big Tokusatsu fan, big Power Ranger fan, so I get more connections out of them than anything, to be honest. Still, I could still enjoy a film. If it has feelings, if it makes me feel something, then it's doing something good. Like I said earlier, if they want to do more movies like these, they have to take the character, make it their own, but still have their own way with it that still keeps it similar to the original. And I'm okay with that. Granted, there have been other shows, movies, of other characters from Kamen Rider, like Amazon and Kamen Rider Black. At the same time, I did watch those, except for Kamen Rider Black. I didn't get to watch that yet. And the best part, I love when they redesign their suits, making it modern, different, but it's still recognizable. And I hate that because for me, I can't even redesign an outfit that looks like a character or still feels like one. That is hard to do. If I wanted to, I would have gotten Shin Kamen Rider's like helmet too. But I got this one because I still like it. You need to ask yourself then, should there be more movies? Should there be more like topic like this? For me, yes. And like I said earlier, there has to be people that are willing to do it in their own way, but also keeping it true to the original in some way. But if they want to do a whole like movie of themselves, like they like make it their own, that's good too. That is good. Ultraman Rising proved that. But still, what do you think? Should it be more reimagined movies or not? For me, it's a big yes. As long as they bring some feelings to it, bring some emotion, some heart, and you get your audience like that, and people will love your movie. This was Topic Chat. I hope you enjoy, and I hope I talk with you more in the future. There's the new show, and I hope you enjoyed it. Dino Green, shouting out.